Salutations everyone, I'm your Bikoshi, and welcome back to another review out of town, if that's what we should call this. I'm not talking about Cowboy Bebop today. That'll be later. That'll be for Monday. Or Sunday, if I want to keep the momentum going on these reviews. But I'm going to talk about Blade Runner Black Lotus. And I've been looking forward to this anime for a long time. I don't know when it was announced. I think it was announced this year in summer, I think. I don't know. And let me see my history about Blade Runner. Have I seen it before? Yes, when I was young, but I was bored of it because it was slow and boring when I saw it as a kid. I saw the director's cut when I was young because my dad had it on DVD, and I didn't enjoy it. I mean, it interested me because I saw Harrison Ford in it, and I was like, oh, cool, Han Solo, Indiana Jones, yeah, totally, I would watch him, and I was bored of it, and I just didn't watch it again until, like, years later, I think, when I said, you know what, I'm going to watch it again. I saw the director's cut again, and I still found it meh, at best. Then I watched it again, but this time there was a different version. It was called the Final Cut. And I kind of liked the Final Cut better than the director's cut. And it went by a better pace. And it actually was interesting. It was investing to me. I actually enjoyed it. And the reason why I watched the Final Cut was because I wanted to see Blade Runner 2049 because it actually looked good. And I wanted to see it. And so I did. And I watched it. I wish I saw it in a theater, but sadly, I never got to. And when I saw the movie, I absolutely loved it. I did love the visuals. I loved the story, the characters. I did love it. It does beg you the question, who's a replicant, who is not? It's kind of like the whole movie is you to figure out if anyone's a replicant or not. Or try to deceive you and wonder who was and who wasn't. Was the bad guy a replicant in, the first movie or not? Or was Deckard a replicant and you don't know? It raised a lot of questions, including the ones where it was like, hey, is Ryan Gosling freaking Deckard's son? And it's not. It's this girl that's in a box that she's in, and she can't go out. Who is his daughter? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll title spoilers on the title when I'm done recording this. But yeah, it was an interesting movie. I did loved it. Loved the look. Loved Ryan Gosling's character. Loved Ana de Armas in it as well. She did a great job. Jared Leto was he was alright, but I think his henchwoman, the one that works for him, I think she was a better villain. I think she was more menacing than him. And I really did like the continuation to the story. I really did enjoy it. Even Dave Bautista's one scene, despite he was in it for, for the intro of the movie, that was the first time I ever saw him act. And I'm not talking about Drax, because Drax was more of a comedic role. Dave Bautista can't act. He can do drama. And Blade Runner 2049 proved this man can do drama, and he does a great job with it. Even with Army of the Dead, he was great in that movie. He did a great job, and I'm glad he turned down the role that he was supposed to be in for James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, because I think Army of the Dead did solidify him. Not just Blade Runner 2049 did, but I think this whole big performance did solidify him as a great actor, especially with Dune. He was great in that, despite he was in it for only a few scenes. I did like him in that. So is Blade Runner Black Lotus in the same kind of field as the movies? I will say it's like Blade Runner because it has the music, it has the ambiance, it has that, it has the feel of Blade Runner, but it's like you took Blade Runner and a Jackie Chan movie and combined them together, and you got like these martial arts scenes where our main character L, no, not L from Death Note, this girl's name is L. I don't know why. L is a girl who doesn't remember anything. She lost her memories, so it's that kind of story. And the moment she had those memories lost, and then she started to look a little bit like Alita from Alita Battle Angel, I kept seeing too many similarities to Alita Battle Angel in the first episode, where I'm like, this feels too similar to Alita. Her fighting, and it gained her first memories back from her fighting people and such, or learning more about her past by just interacting with the people she is supposedly enemies with. It felt too similar to Alita, too much. And I know a lot of movies have done the same song and dance about the person with no memory, and the way he or she can learn more about their memories is that they have to go and do these series of events to make sure to find out what's going on or whatever. And also they're also in some kind of danger, and they are a serious badass killer. That's also something to know about. And I don't know, it just felt too much of the same song and dance, but with a more Blade Runner coat of paint. And I don't hate it. It's just, I don't know. I guess I saw it too much before, and it's like, you know, I already know the beat by beat things that are going to happen in it. And that was true for the first episode. And it was also similar kind of thing that happened in the second episode. And it does have some interesting things in it that I like. When, again, spoilers if you haven't seen this, I did like where they immediately tell you, by the way, she's a replicant. And it kind of was obvious before, because you already knew she was a replicant because her eyes were turning red and such. She had like these red dotted pupils all of a sudden. And then she goes over against someone that knows a lot about her, where they said, you're a replicant, and you were made in a factory and you were getting killed. But maybe that's the whole like bait and switch. Maybe she's not a replicant, because you only seen her and a group of probably her friends running away from these people that are trying to kill her. And again, they called them 2-bit dolls, of course, but you don't really see them leaving a factory, or you don't really see them, you know, go and be made in a factory. But then again, it kind of doesn't make sense, because why would she think she isn't a replicant when technically we already seen she was because of her eyes? So the mystery isn't, worth it. I don't know, because like if they really wanted to be Blade Runner, you should have left the question open. Is she really a replicant, or is this dude lying to her? And I feel like it would have worked better if they didn't show her eyes turning red or anything that might give it away she might be a replicant. Because with the whole thing with the first Blade Runner movie with Rutger Hauer, and there was this big question: is he a replicant or is he not? Because you don't see his eyes change whatsoever. You don't see him uh, have mannerisms, but he does have that question: is he a replicant or is he not? And it is a good question. Just like with Fallout 4, are you really you, or are you just a synth? You know, that big question. And I kept thinking, there's no way I'm a synth. But my friend Kaiju, she's like, no, I think you are a synth. I think the dates match up, which is shocking. And it does make you question and wonder, oh, maybe she is a synth, and we are living a lie that we think that our son is alive out there. But I am still invested, wondering where the show is gonna go. I do like the animation. I do like the fighting in this. Jessica Henwick, if you don't know who she is, she was one of the supporting characters in the show Marvel's Iron Fist that was in Netflix, and I liked her in Iron Fist, and she's doing a good job in this show as well. I do like her in this. She is pretty good. She's a good actor. I like her. I do wish to see her in more stuff. Hopefully in the future. But so far she's doing good in this. I will say the show does suffer from cliches, as I said before, and I think that's my takeaway from this that makes me not invested in it, is that it is very cliche heavy and doesn't do anything new, or doesn't do anything that feels Blade Runner like, except for the ambience of it. So, you know, I'm still going. I'm still gonna watch this show, and because I'm curious to wonder if it's gonna get better, if it's gonna, you know, do anything new or interesting that might grab my interest, because the first two episodes was just riddled with cliches that you've seen before, that you're just starting to roll your eyes thinking, okay, I get it, I understand. Can you do something interesting that will keep me invested? And hopefully they do. Hopefully this show will help me stick with it. Because I'm not going to judge it for its first two episodes that they released on the same day. I want to judge this. I want to judge this properly when its next episode comes out and see if it is worth continuing. If not, well, I'm still gonna watch it because I'm curious. But anyway, I give these first two episodes together a solid 5.2 out of 10. I do love the look of the show. I do love they have continued to make it still look like Blade Runner, including the ads for Coke. And I don't know if they did Pan Air, but I do like they still kept the look and feel of Blade Runner, but I just hope that the actual story and the actual characters can do the same as well. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you Wolfpack in the next one. Try it out, thanks.
Ow, ow, ow! Ow! Ow!